Hello, everyone. My name is Sanjay Kumar Verma. I'm working as a senior partner HR practices and leadership development with SRGA Global. And today I'm talking about the effective human resource business partner. And to start with, uh, number of times I face a question that what is the difference between HRBP and HR generalist? So I always say there's not much a difference between an HRBP and HR generalist, because in this title is not important. What actually matters is the attitude and the interest in the business, and being able to use the HR expertise to shape advice for that business. So ultimately it's all boiled down to your attitude of managing the things and your interest in the business. Once you have these two things, I think that will be a perfect match for it to be a HRBP for you. Let's first understand who is HRBP. And the HRBP is a strategic liaison between the HR and business. It he or she integrates the HR function, focusing on people with the business side of things to help the organization reach its business objectives. HRBP is a customer facing. When I'm talking about the customers are the managers, the line managers, the process leads, and the people. And they are the HRBP is the link between the business and the customers. So that is direct in touch with the process lead, deliver value to the organization and drive quick decision making process. Because once you have a HRBP, once you become an HRBP, you will be helping your process leads to take a right decision. You help them to grow. You help them in managing the people. So in HRB, if I say HRBP, it's a pipe. It's a clamp between the business and the process. Because it is essential to get the basic right. Whatever role or job you're doing, it's always important to have your basic rights. And if HR service does not satisfy the user, the HRBP's credibility will suffer. So being an HRBP, the essential point is your basics are right. Your HR basics are right. So when you become you look for HRBP, always ask these questions to you. Talent, who are the top people in their part of the business they must not lose. And when you talk about the performance, know their business and weakest performers and their action plan for each. Change, what did you do over the last 12 months to ensure that people in your business areas are more prepared for change or more able to cope with it? As a HRBP, you need to keep answering these questions, because till the time you're not satisfied with these three answers, it is very tough to be a efficient HRBP. As per my experience and industry norm, there are two type of business partners. The first type is get up in the morning, go to office, sit in a manager's room, start taking the notes, and ask how can I help you today. And manager starts complaining, and business partner starts citing and gets a list of. This is more of an administrative HR business partner, where you are taking notes and helping the manager. When you see the other aspects of HRBP, which is I would say right now it's much rare, before they talk to the manager, they took the data from turnover to learning and development rates. They look at to see where the managers need help. The same business partner look at the key performance indicators. How well is the manager performing? And this HRBP thinks, how can I help this manager succeed? They write their notes and go to the meeting with action plans that are KPI driven. So the difference is very simple. One, you are playing as an administrative part, and one you are playing as a change management, a center of excellence. So now it's up to you, and that to make a difference, your business knowledge and your attitude, what all makes a difference. It's less about the structure and more about the quality of people and collaboration. Yes, HRBP is less about the structure and it's more about the quality of people and collaboration. How you collaborate your people with your business, that makes the difference. So as a HRBP, you preparing for the future of work, and HRM being a coach and consultant, number of time, in fact, every time you work as a coach and a consultant to your customers, You need to keep coaching. You need to keep consulting your process leads, your line managers, putting business acumen in the work. The more you know about the business, the more successful you be an HRBP. Building a competitive organization, because when you know the business, you know what type of competencies your business needs, and you hire the people accordingly. And as a HR, you know the best competitive advantage is having the right people for the right job with right attitude. In short, the right competency of the people. Empowering leaders. You empower your line managers, you empower your managers, you prepare for the succession planning. So in that you empower the leaders. You use data to influence the decision. It's not a randomly you take a decision. Okay, this guy is doing the good, this guy is doing the bad. No, if as a HRBP you are using data, that's a mandatory, that's a pioneer thing you should do, because without that decision without data will be a vague. It will not going to give you very big help in the future. And strengthening company culture and employee experience, you are the clam between the business and the customers. So you will play a very important role in strengthening the company culture and employee experience. So exactly what are competency you need to be a HRBP? As I said, you have to be a data driven. Data is everything, not only for HRBP, for all the functions related to HR. In case like we have a HR analytics also. So in case you are using data decision making in your performance reviews, it will give you a very big boost, and it will strengthen your position also in front of your leadership team, in front of your managers, in front of your customers. Your business acumen. Yes, you should, as a HRBP, you should understand your business. Till the time you don't understand your business, you will not able to take decision what type of competence you need to perform that specific job. You have a business strategy. Now you need to make the HR strategies for that. And in case you don't know the business, so how you come prepare your HR strategy, what type of people you need, how you do that. So understanding the business is one of the most important aspect to be a HRBP. Resilience. So self-sufficiency in personality and depth of expertise. As a HRBP, that is an important aspect. Quick to notice while slow to take offense, being able to balance patience and forcefulness and develop each appropriately. And most, in fact, all the competencies are available, but this one create or break the HRBP, the stakeholder management. Because once you become an HRBP, you have a different stakeholders, and each and every stakeholders have a different competencies, different requirements. So how you manage your stakeholders, that's that is going to be a very big factor in your success as a HRBP. Some areas where HRBP should influence is the organizational effectiveness review. They are the most powerful when they examine people and organizational issues in the round, rather than focusing purely on talent. You do employee surveys. These should be specific, relevant, and inspire follow-up action. Measurement of employee engagement in particular, and this is a critical measure of organization performance. Use and alignment of metrics. KPIs should be selected and targeted, and encompass opportunity, costing, or sensitivity analysis, and be consistent between the function. So in these four aspects, as a HRBP, you can we have influence in your organization. And the final word, the HR business partner role and responsibilities are become more and more strategic, because you start sitting in making the HR strategies after getting the business strategies done. And as we are in the digital age and changes happening very quickly, so the role of HRBP is going to be a very different in coming scenario. A competent HR business partner can elevate the stress that often falls on leadership team by thinking strategically, planning for the future, and helping in integrate technology with the workflow. An HR business partner must continuously learn and keep abreast of new developments with HR and within the business sector. And the HRBPs help their organization become more successful. In a word, as a people savvy and business savvy HRBP, you can have a strong positive impact on your business. With this, thank you so much for sparing your time. Do let us know if you have any question. Thank you so much and have a nice time.